Welcome everyone to your weekly pick a card reading for Monday the 22nd to Sunday the 28th of August, or for whenever you come across these messages, as the messages are timeless. Thank you for joining me, and I hope these messages resonate and will guide you in your week ahead. Okay, we have our 4 piles, everybody. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. I just placed down some crystals. We have the carnelian, black onyx, the green calcite, and the rose quartz. So as usual, just pick a pile that you're drawn to, a pile number or a crystal that you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, select as many as you're called to watch. There'll be a message in there for you. And as you're watching the reading, pay particular attention if there is a card that really jumps out at you, that you just find yourself just drawn to it and just looking at it a lot during the reading. There might be a particular message in that card specifically for you. Also bear in mind, everyone, this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate with you. So please just take and apply what resonates with your life, and just use the information for just to help you in the week ahead, it's almost like a heads up. Wonderful. I'll see you shortly. Welcome, pile number 1. Let's have a look at what Spirit wants to tell you for the week ahead. Oh, I'm really drawn to the yellow in the cards. I don't know if it's been raining a lot here again in Perth in Australia, so I don't know if I'm drawn to this, just the yellow for that bit of sunny kind of cheerfulness. Okay, pile number 1, let's have a look. Your first card is safety, and it says, in the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe, and this is the root chakra. So try to balance your root chakra this week. So it'll be very important to be grounded this week. And I feel that with the Ace of Swords and the Fool here, and I've got the Frog Spirit, which is just kind of making me think of leaping, again with the Fool as well. Probably not so much with the Wands, but you know, it's the more grounded you can be, the more stable you can be. And grounding is so important for us, because the more grounded we can be, the less knocked over we can be by events in our life, by other people and what they do or say, by our mind and our thoughts and the way that they can trip us up or cause us to self-sabotage. So there's something in this week ahead, pole number 1, that Spirit is telling you, you know, stay strong and it will be important for you to really balance your root chakra, to really be grounded this week ahead. And it might be because of situations, but it also might be just because of this, the Fool cards here. That's a new beginning. That's a leap of faith. And the more grounded we can be, the more trusting we can be, the easier this leap is for us to actually do. Let's have a look at your other cards. So we have Frog Spirit as well, and it says clear out the clutter. And I'm just really, today, I'm really drawn to, you know, I just keep having leap. Every time I look at this card, just the word leap just keeps coming to me. And I'm wondering if this grounding, this safety, is also a spirit saying, look, it's time to let go of things. It's time to clear the clutter in our minds, in our lives, in our relationships, in everything. Really having a look what no longer serves us and then letting it go. You know, in the 28 in numerology is a 10 in tarot, you know, 10. It's all about ending. It's all about preparing, because when things end, sometimes we can get stuck in a spot of in between where when something has ended, but we're not yet at the new beginning. And that time I find can be really unsettling. And that's why being grounded is going to be of real importance. The more grounded we can be, the more safe we can feel, the more we are able to let go and to forgive and accept. That's all part of letting go. It's to release our grip on what we once had. Acknowledge that now has come to an end, and to release it with love, acceptance, understanding. Understanding is also a huge part of, you know, when we can understand and acknowledge that something has run its course. It has helped us. It has taught us. To be able to let that go. And it's not even just, you know, our old thoughts or people or places or situations. It can be our stuff as well. Everything that fills our home. And that teaches us to not be attached to our things. So I feel the frog spirit here is really asking us to just to clear things from our life that we just don't want to take into our new beginning. And that will be different for all of you. We have the panther spirit here, and it says reclaim your power. And I find that when we let go of the past and when we're truly grounded in the now, that's when we're in our power. Because our power is our ability to stand on our own 2 feet, accept who we are becoming, because we're always changing, and to accept what has changed in our life, to accept what is going on in our life. And when we can stand in that now moment in complete acceptance, with love in our heart, we are powerful. that's what power means. That's what true power means. It's not being at the top of anything. It's not being above people or at the top of your industry or the top of your food chain, for want of a better word. You know what I mean. You know, your true power is truly embodying who you are now. And then we have the numerology card number 3, and it says creativity. And I love that this card is yellow, because the 3, you know, it's about joy. It's our creative self-expression. It's being social. It's sharing our feelings. It's being connected to others. It's travel and optimism and pleasure. And I feel that on some level there is something in your life that gives you great pleasure, that whenever you think about it you feel optimistic. And it comes from inside of you. And it's your creativity. It's something in you that wants to be expressed. And I'm wondering if that's what's creating this new beginning for you. And feeling or being grounded will enable you to bring this creativity, this thing inside of you that wants to be created, wants to be brought into our 3D world. And being grounded will enable you to bring it from a concept, an idea, to something tangible in the world. But first, pole number 1, you're going to have to clear out what no longer serves you. So you're going to probably have to really look at, well, for starters, what area in your life this is going to play out in. Is it a job? Is it where you want to live? You know, could you be making a big move just to another house or to another country or another state? Could it be relationships? Could it just be that you're discovering your calling and you've discovered a dream that had been buried within you? And I feel that, actually I'm going to read the 2 tarot cards separately today, but I feel the Ace of Swords is that, because the aces for me, as I always say, is a gift from the universe, but you have to do something with it. And I feel the Ace of Swords here for you today, pole number 1, is that idea. It's that idea that literally just fell on the top of your head and you're like, wow, why did I never think of that before? Where did that come from? And ideas are beautiful, but if we do nothing with them, that's all they stay. They just stay as ideas. And I feel that this idea with the Frog Spirit and the Fool card is going to cause you to take a leap of faith, or it's asking you to take a leap of faith. Or do you need to take a leap of faith in order to even understand how you can manifest this in the world? But remember, the swords are, it's your mind, it's your thoughts, it's your intellect. So this is at the very, very beginning. It's the idea. You'll need to plan on that idea. You'll need to, gosh, look at, right, wow, this idea, what am I going to do with it? How can I manifest it? So it's at the very, very, very early stages, pole number 1. And the Fool card reinforces that, the very, very beginning. And Spirit is asking you to take that leap of faith. And yes, you're at the new beginning. You don't have all the knowledge that you possibly need. You maybe haven't met the people that can make this happen or help you make this happen. And I find the Fool always reminds us it starts with that single step. And so from the very beginning, you can't see where it's going to end up because your steps kind of take you on a journey. And there'll be twists and turns and corners and, realigning. And so pole number 1, if you're feeling unsure, if you're feeling ungrounded, and in this energy, it's perfectly normal to feel ungrounded, because when we get an idea that comes out of the blue, we're very much in our head. We'll just keep thinking about it and turning it over and over and over in our head, seeing how can it fit in our present life. And Spirit here today is saying, this new idea probably doesn't really fit in your old life. So there'll be things that need to change. And that's okay. It'll happen slowly. Pole number 1, you're at the taking that leap of faith. And, I'm really feeling drawn to say that leap of faith right at this moment, pole number 1, for you is just believing that this idea, this creative pursuit, this thing that makes you feel really optimistic and fills you with delight and pleasure, it's at the very beginning. It's just that seed that you've been given, but who knows what it can become? Who knows where it can take you? Very beautiful. And we finish the reading with the 5 of Wands, and the card says, conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time, then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people. Now I'm feeling that you're the ambitious one. You're the one with the ambition to make this idea. You want to see that come forth. You don't know yet how that's going to happen. And I feel that the 5 of Wands and the Panther Spirit really speak to each other, because you are going to need to step into your power, into understanding who you are now, where you want to go on a soul level. This is not about your ego and what your ego wants and, what makes you look good to others. That's what you're going to be clearing out. Stepping into your true power is going to make people go, what? What are you doing? So often when we accept our calling, when we become, or when we align with our authentic self, a lot of people around us will not understand. And that's normal. They can't. It's not their path. So stepping into your power will enable you to listen to what other people have to say, but not take it on board. And I think the Five of Wands is really here to say, pole number one, let them say, let them speak. They're doing it out of love. I feel it's coming out of love. But don't listen to them. Listen to them, let them speak, but don't take it on board. Your path is your path. Don't expect others to necessarily understand it. It's not their path. And you are the one that is being seen as maybe overly ambitious. You know, is that what people are worried about? But this is not ambition that is created by our egos so that we look good in the world. You know, so that we can say, oh, look, I've achieved this, I've achieved that. It's not boastful. This energy is creative. It comes from a place very deep within you, pole number one, and it really wants to be expressed. And for those of you that are listening to this reading saying, I haven't had any ideas, I haven't had anything, you know, fall on my head or anything that's guiding me to take a leap forward, then come back to this safety card. Ground yourself. Be grounded in the now. Declutter your mind. Maybe even start decluttering your home of things that take up space, that you don't even particularly like anymore, and I feel the rest will flow. Remember, these readings are timeless, so if it's not manifesting for you this week, it will come. You might just be at a different stage. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number one. Love and light. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome, pole number two, to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what Spirit wants to tell you this week. Okay, pole number two. I can see where this reading is going straight up. It's very, very clear, and very. I'm just getting. Please don't ignore this. So if you've picked pole number two today, I know this is a general reading, and they can't always resonate, but I'm really being asked to let you know, please do not ignore this. And if it doesn't play out this week for you, it will be in the coming weeks. So it just depends what stage of your journey you're on, because we're all on different journeys and different stages of our journey. So that's just a channeled message from Spirit that sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied because I just really want to say, please listen. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, pile number two. We have dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine, and this is your third eye chakra. Now, I feel that this reading is going to be talking about your dreams, as in your nighttime dreams, or with the Nine of Swords, your nighttime nightmares. and also your dreams, of the dreams that you want in your life, the dreams that often we keep shut away in our heart or in our mind's eye, and we don't bring it out into the world. And there can be so many reasons why we don't do that, pole number 2. It can just simply be because we don't know how to. And my journey was like that for years. I had beautiful dream, but just no insight as to how I was going to move forward with it. So it's not always that we block ourselves. It's not always that we choose not to, or we don't listen. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it just takes time, because we need to grow and change in a way where we can then bring our dreams into reality. You know, I can't remember where I saw it, but it's on my Instagram, and it says, show me this is not word for word, so I apologize, but it says, show me the way, dear God, and then turn me into the one who can take it. Or show me the next step, God, and turn me into the one who can take it. And I had that on my desktop for the longest time, because I couldn't see the next step. And it was because I hadn't become who I needed to be in order to take that next step. And so when I say I hadn't become, it's not that I had to be somebody else. It's almost like I had to unlock that authentic part of me. I had to come to the understanding of it. I had to find it. And life brings you that. Situations bring you that. We have the groundhog spirit, and it says time to let go. And I feel in order to achieve our dreams, in order to move forward with them, we have to let go of the anxiety that comes with them. You've got so much of letting go. You've got walking away here. You've got the double fives, which is the 10 and the 1, which is the ending and the new beginning. The 5 is all about change, adventure. So there's going to be change in your life, pole number 2. And it's because of your dreams. And I feel that you will also get information through your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. And when we're called to let go, it's because in the letting go, in order to let go, we need to understand that something no longer serves us. We need to come to a place of love and acceptance. And that helps us grow. Every time we accept what's in our life and we understand it, we understand that it was for our growth, or it was because we needed to let go of something, or because we needed to move in a different direction. That's how we unlock our authentic self. That's how we get to know it. So letting go is such a huge, huge part of our awakening, of our spiritual awakening, of our soul awakening, of understanding on a very deep level who we are. And I feel pole number 2 with the adventure card here, I feel that you're going to be unlocking that part of you that really sends you on an adventure. And we have the skunk spirit here. It says, know your worth. And we know our worth when we uncover our authentic self. Knowing our worth is not an ego thing because we can see how we've achieved better than somebody else. It's not comparative. It's not when we compare ourselves to another or when we compare our life to others. Knowing your worth is knowing your authentic, true, aligned soul. It's understanding who you are on a very deep level and where you come from. It's understanding that you're not just your body and your mind and ego. You're a soul. You're connected to something higher and you're connected to everything. And you're going to come to see that as you start to let go of things that don't serve you, you're going to come to see your worth, your value. And not so you can show it to others, not so you can boast about it to others, but so that you know it deep, deep within yourself. And I'm drawn to the Queen of Wands because she knows her worth. She knows her power. She doesn't have to boast. She doesn't have to, she's not always proclaiming who she is and what she can do and what she has. No, she knows all that. She doesn't have to. She just sits comfortably in her power. She knows her values and she knows her value. Now in the numerology card we have 55 and it says adventure. And I mean your fives, your fives is change, it's surprises, it's travel, it's adventure, it's opportunities and risk, it's taking chances, pivot points. It's really, it's more than the new. It's you taking action on the new, because the 5 is all about making changes, making those decisions and moving forward on them. It's the taking actions card. And the 55 becomes a 10. In tarot, the 10 is an ending, but a 10 in numerology becomes a 1, which is the beginning. So I'm wondering, pole number 2, if you're really wrapping up that in-between stage. That in-between stage that you're between the end, something's ended and something's beginning, and you're in that in-between stage. And that's where pole number 1 found themselves, kind of in that in-between stage. You're in the one, the new beginning stage, but the taking action of it. And I'm wondering if these dreams are going to show you where your fears are, because you've got the 9 of Swords here. I'm wondering if they're going to give you insight and how to move forward. But a great adventure awaits you. Opportunities await you. This could be travel for many of you. And it can be in any area of your life, pole number 2. You apply it where it fits in your life. And adventure is the unknown. When we go on an adventure, everything is not planned out. When we go on a holiday and everything's planned out, that's not an adventure. An adventure is buying a ticket, landing and going, right, what now? And that can bring up a lot of fears, a lot of anxiety. And pole number 2, Spirit is asking you to embrace the sense of adventure so you can lessen the effects of anxiety that that adventure will bring you, because it's only normal when you head off and you don't even know where you're heading off. You don't know if you've packed correctly. You don't know if you have what it takes. Yeah, it's scary. I'm going to read these two tarot cards together because they go so well. So it's the walking away, and it brings anxiety. You know, more often than not, when a journey ends, because we have so many journeys that make up our life journey, that make up all the bits in between our birth and our death of our physical body. And when we get to the end of a journey, we've learned so much along the way that we do get to comfort zones. We've learned so much, we're comfortable where we are because it's the end of the journey. We have all the information we need. So when we head off on our new path, on our new journey to learn new things, to move forward, to grow, to evolve, to discover, it does bring up anxiety because we find ourselves right back, not to where we started, because hopefully we're not looping. Hopefully we're just moving forward continuously. And by this sense, I mean moving forward. Sometimes that means moving sideways and then moving forward and moving sideways, but we don't go back. We don't go back into the past. Or we can't go back into the past technically, but we can keep ourselves stuck there. And that's where we loop. We go round and around in circles because the lesson's been learned. You know everything you need to know about that journey, so that journey needs to fall away in order for a new one to start. And it does bring anxiety, it does bring nightmares, it does bring everything that the unknown brings up in us. But Spirit is saying move forward with the sense of adventure. Move forward knowing your worth. Open your third eye chakra. Do meditations. That will be like I just got the beam of light. That will be the beam of light that guides you. That will be the compass that keeps you true to your path. Let go of what you need to let go. I always find, this 8 of Cups, he's walking away, he's traveling. He couldn't travel any lighter. He's even traveling lighter than the Fool. He has nothing with him. He's literally leaving his old life behind to move forward into his new life. And I'm not saying that you will let go of everything in your life, of course not. But it's to show that when we embrace this 8 of Cups, things do need to be left behind. And we travel by the moon. Everything's not clear. Everything's in shadows. So we don't, look at the darkness, we don't have clarity. We don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers like we did at the end of our previous journey, because we did the journey. We know how it plays out. This one here is the very beginning, so we don't know the journey. So you are being asked, pile number 2, to embrace the energy of the Queen of Wands. Know your worth. Stand in your power. Understand your power. It comes from within, not what you have outside of you. It's not how powerful you are in your job or how high you are in your job. It's not how many possessions you have. It's not how you look on paper. I'm sorry, it's just started pouring again here in Perth, so I hope that's not too noisy for you. The card says brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There is nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. I love that. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. And that's what you're going to be doing, pole number 2. You're setting off on that adventure. And don't worry if you don't have all the answers. Embrace the Queen of Wands. She knows that if she doesn't have right at this moment, this present moment, what she needs to move forward, to make a dream come true, to make something happen for herself, she knows that it will come when the time is right. We learn along the journey. But if we refuse to start the journey, we just keep repeating the lessons of the past. You have to start the journey in order to learn the new things from that journey. Embrace that sense of adventure. Embrace the 5s, the possibilities, risk-taking, surprises, choices, opportunities, change. And yes, there's risk, but you've got this. Remember how worthy you are, and remember your worth and your power. Oh, beautiful reading, pole number 2. I feel energized by this adventure. Love and light, my friends. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome, pole number 3. Let's have a look at what Spirit wants to tell you for the week ahead. Very nice. Just let me grab the energies for this reading. I don't know why I'm so drawn to the whale spirit. I just feel like he's plunging into the depth. I wonder if you're plunging into the depth of you, pole number 3. I see the Emperor as well, sitting in your power, understanding your power. Let's have a look at where the reading goes. Pole number 3, your first card is chakra balance, and it's harmony makes the song of life sweeter. And so when we have the chakra balance, it means we need to balance all our chakras, so they're going to play a part. They're all going to play a part. You need your chakras to be balanced in unison so that you can truly embrace what you need to embrace. And I love the harmony. Harmony does make life sweeter. Harmony makes life gentler too. And we always say, you know, I wish you all the happiness. But imagine if we all had harmony. Harmony is, like in music, harmony is the balance of all the notes and how they play together. Harmony, when your life is in harmony, you are in harmony with the world around you and with everybody else around you. We don't use the word often enough, I don't think, in life. It's a gentle, inclusive energy. And I think that's why it shows all your chakras. It wants you to balance all your chakras. It wants everything to be in harmony with the other. And I can see spiritual partnership. And it really makes me see, especially with the Emperor here, you'll be in harmony with yourself, mind, body, spirit, ego, everything that makes up you. And you'll also be in harmony with those around you, all the partnerships that you have around you. That can be romantic, that can be business, colleagues, friends, family. I get this card has given me such a gentle feeling. I feel calm, and I feel, even though possibly the tarot is not really signifying calm at all, but I'm wondering if you are going to be calm. You're just going to be in harmony with everything that's around you, whether that's defensive, happy, joyful, or irritating and triggering. I feel you're embracing this energy this week, pole number 3. You have whale spirit, and it says trust the great mystery. Isn't that, I just am so drawn. It's just, I just think this card is so beautiful. And the great mysteries are all inside of you. And I just feel that deep dive into you. Beautiful energy, pole number 3. Balance those chakras. You're going to not necessarily withdraw from the world or from others, but you're really going to look inside of yourself. And I feel like the Emperor's here to you're really going to see your power, but in a really spiritual sense. You're going to see your connection, how your being, your sound, your presence in the world creates a harmony with everybody else's. I'm being drawn to talk about our authentic self, and when we wear masks and when we create an illusion for the world of who we are, that's when harmony comes out of balance. When you put on masks, when you go to work, when you see friends, when you're in the company of others, you're not in harmony, because that's not you. That's your ego deciding that with these people you're going to be that way, with those people you're going to be that way, because that's what you think they need for you to fit in, or what they want from you. And Pig Spirit is here to say use your mind wisely, because your ego thinks it knows the harmony you need to play with others, how you need to be with others in order for everything to be harmonious. But your mind and your ego don't know, because your mind, it's not the enemy. So please never think that your mind or the ego is the enemy. But it's designed in such a way that it guesses what others might want from you. It guesses how others might want you to look or be, act, but it's guessing. It can never really know. And so on an assumption, it's assuming that you need to be a certain way. So there's too much guessing. And that's how we get further and further away from our authentic self. That's how we get further and further away from our spiritual partners, our spiritual friends, our soul families, our soul tribes. Because we have so many masks that life cannot find us, or it makes us really difficult. It camouflages us. And I feel this week, pole number 3, your goal is going to be to realize, or not even a goal, but you're going to come to realize how these masks you wear, these personas you put on, actually don't help you. They actually hinder you. They actually keep you apart from others, and they draw the wrong people to you. And the numerology card, we have 27, and it's spiritual partnership. Now the 9 in numerology is all about completion, releasing, endings, you know, the strength and the courage to end things. It's even celebrations and compassion, and I feel like this is the ending of you in order for new people to come into your life. So you're letting go of all those masks. That's what's ending, and all the relationships that you, not all of them, of course, please, not all of them, and remember, please remember, pole number 3, this is a general reading, so it will resonate with everybody completely differently. But it will be the falling away of relationships and places and possibly jobs that you had because of all these masks that you wore. And when you align with the mystery of who you are, you'll be more open to the correct people coming into your life. Now the 7 is very spiritual to me. It's spiritual insights, it's intuition, it's wisdom, learning, it's discovering. And the 2 is all about partnerships, it's balance, it's also intuition for me. It's being diplomatic, it's listening, it's cooperation, patience. And that's everything that it's going to take for you to align with the authentic you. And I feel that's where the energy of the tarot comes in, because it feels quite different to the oracle, maybe apart from the pig spirit, which is, you know, watch your ego, watch your mind, let go of those masks, let go of what your mind is telling you you need to be, and start embracing your soul. Because we have the Page of Swords, and the pages for me is all about possibility. And the possibility, so your swords is your mind, your intellect. And this is possibilities that you have come to you, or possibilities that you see. But be mindful, in this reading I'm seeing it's saying, be mindful of how your mind is going to work this out for you. Because I feel like your mind is going to need to defend itself. It is going to believe that it's it's being attacked, and it's going to believe that it needs to defend itself. So let's read these two tarot cards together. So we have the Nine of Wands, and the card says, protect what you have created. Be prepared. Never give up. Ask your angels for help. Environmental activist and animal rights. So I feel like with the Page of Swords, this possibility, this deep dive inside of you, this possibility of seeing who you are past your masks, past the personas you put on. Your mind is then going to think it's in the Nine of Wands. It's going to think that it needs to protect itself. It's going to feel like it just has to fight. And the Emperor is here to say you don't. Now the Emperor for me is, you know, he's done the battles. He's done the letting go. He's done the deep dive within himself. He's done so many journeys. He's moved forward in them. He's learnt the lessons. He understands where his true power comes from. He understands how to use his intellect. He understands how to use his passions. He understands how to use his emotions. He understands how to be himself in the world. The Emperor embraces basically all the kings in the tarot. And the Emperor knows when it is a time to fight and when there is no need. He's not afraid. His fears won't push him into battle if there's no need. His fears won't stop him from going into battle if there is a need. He's really balanced. He really knows how to live in harmony. And harmony doesn't mean that there's no conflict or there's no... I mean, if you think of a sheet of music, I think that's the easiest way of explaining it. You know, the notes change. It's not monotone. You know, if you think of real classical music, you know, every now and again it's like la la la, and then da 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 da. You know, there can be quite a very vibrant, very kind of, you know, few notes thrown in. But it's still harmony. The tune is still in harmony. And that's the harmony of life. There's the ups and downs, but when you go with it, that's what gives us harmony. That's what makes it beautiful. We're not pushing or forcing, or, you know, we don't want to play a note because suddenly it's stronger than all the others. We're going to get resistance and it's going to squeak and it's going to, you know, make that horrible scratchy sound. So the Emperor knows that. And I feel the Emperor is in your reading pole number 3 to say to you, in this situation, when your masks are dropping off and people around you are going, well, you didn't like that before. Why do you like it now? Or, well, you used to love doing this. Why don't you like it now? When people notice that you are changing and they're challenging it, sit in the Emperor. Know that you are aligning with your authentic self. You can express yourself, but don't feel you need to defend yourself. You can tell people that, yeah, you know, I'm changing. You know, I feel different. If they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't. But don't halter your coming to understand yourself because you don't want people to question. Embrace the Emperor, pole number 3. He is your guide. Know your power. Know that you don't have to fight every query that comes your way. You don't have to even explain yourself. You can to those that are really close to you. And I don't feel the people that are close to you will question. They will ask you, hey, wow, you're really different, or I don't understand you anymore. You know, and just you can say to them, well, look, I'm changing. I've got different ideas for my life. I just feel like, I'm changing. I don't know how I'm going to make everything work. But I'm going to see where it goes. You'll soon see who's going to follow you into the next chapter and who won't. And don't let your mind play tricks on you. See the opportunities that are coming your way and just cut through everything that just doesn't serve you anymore. And this is not the journey of a week, pole number 2. This will take time, but you'll start to see it. So I feel Spirit is actually saying to you, start to acknowledge how you're changing to yourself. And don't let others deter you. Don't let others block your process. Thank you for being here, pole number 3. Love and light, my friends. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome, pole number 4. Let's have a look at what Spirit wants to tell you for the week ahead. Beautiful. A lot of 6s in your reading, isn't there? Let me just grab the energies for today, or for this week, sorry. Okay. Pole number 4, let's get into it. So your first card is grounding. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth, and it's the root chakra. So being grounded is going to be extremely important for you this week, pole number 4. Find meditations for the root chakra. Anything you can do to ground yourself, get out into nature, walk barefoot. I love the meditations that, it's like roots grow out through your feet and go deep into Mother Earth. Those kind of meditations I feel like will really, really help you this week. And I feel there's a lot that's going to be happening this week for you, pole number 4. And being grounded will keep you upright, will keep you steady. And I think it's because there's a lot of good things coming, so you can get quite excited and quite busy and things like that. We'll see what the other cards say, but flighty is not the word, flighty is not the word I'm looking for, but you can just get very ungrounded because there's just going to be a lot of energy. I want to say a lot of fizz in the air, a lot of excitement even. Let's have a look where this reading's going for you, pole number 4. So we have white raven spirit, trust in the magic. And I'm just drawn to these 6s. And the 6 is, you know, your family and your home, your wealth, health, relationships. It's responsibility, harmony. And there's going to be magic in your life. So pole number 4, I don't know what's going to happen in your week ahead because it'll be obviously different for all of you. But Spirit is asking you to trust in the magic. So I don't know if this is something that starts off that you view as being bad is actually going to turn out to be something really great. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So something maybe that you were dreading actually works out really good. Or something that you weren't looking forward to, or whatever it can be. But yes, something that you initially thought wasn't going to be good will end up being great. And trust. I feel like when we trust, we do allow more magic into our life because we're not dragging our feet. We're a little bit more buoyant. We're a little bit lighter. I'm looking at what's made me say that is like his feathers. They're just so fluffy. I just feel this sense of lightness, airiness. And then we have the turtle spirit, and it says slow and steady wins the race. And yes, I get this sense that I don't know if you're going to want to rush. So maybe because you're dreading something, or you're going to want to rush through it. And it can be in work, it can be in a new relationship. You might just want to get past the new bit and rush it, or it can be ending something. I can see the death card here, something coming to an end, and you're just going to want to race through it. Turtle spirit is here to say slow and steady. Slow down. So when we're charging through life a million miles an hour, we miss the magic. We miss those little things. You know, when we're head down racing around, we don't see that beautiful full moon. We don't see that sunset. We don't hear that beautiful bird chirping, or we don't tune into the rain falling. We miss a lot of life, a lot of those magic, beautiful moments that really, if we let them, they take our breath away. And we have the numerology card 85, follow your dreams. And I'm wondering if that's what you're doing. I'm wondering if you have kind of been trying to follow your dreams. You've been, and are they coming? Like maybe not, maybe it's not rolling out in the way you thought, but this thing that you're not looking forward to, this thing that you're dreading, this passage that is maybe painful. It's possibly an ending. Is that next step the achievement of your dream, or the next stage of your dream? Or actually, are you going to be shown that, hey, my dream is starting to unroll, it's starting to shift and move, it's starting to happen? You know, and the 8 is all about money, goals, it's prosperity, it's manifesting, it's taking action, it's the energy that you've put out coming back. It's like the energy that you've expended is now coming back in, equals a reward. So you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. And the 5 is that pivot point. It's change, it's adventure, it's surprises. Taking chances. It can even be travel. And then interestingly enough, that comes to a 4. And your 4 is planning. And it's focus, concentration, it's being busy, it's commitment, it's creating security. It's the organizing. And I'm wondering if you've been in the 4th stage of the planning and the organizing and being busy and trying to bring it forth. And now it's going to come to you. It's in the manifesting stage. It's bringing you on a new adventure. It's that taking action, but seeing the fruits of that action. I believe you're following your dreams. And of course, again, being a general reading, you'll all be at a different stage, and it'll all play out in a different part of your life. So some of you are just starting to follow your dream, but you're going to get confirmation almost straight away that yes, this is the right path. For those of you that have been following your dreams already, you're actually going to start getting to where you're actually starting to manifest. You're starting to reap the rewards of following your dreams and taking action on them. And there's this magic. I keep getting drawn to the word magic, and I feel that's why you need to be grounded, because there's going to be a lot of there's always work that needs to be done. And if we're not working out in the world, we're working internally with ourselves. But ground yourself so you can be really steady on your feet when the magic starts to happen. And the magic is coming because things have changed. Things have come to an end. And the universe created them. They were to bring things back into balance. Justice and death together, for me, is the universe going, we are bringing about an ending because you deserve this new beginning. We are bringing everything back in line. You have been doing the work. You have been putting yourself out there. Things have ended in your life, and now there's gaps in your life. We're going to fill them. And major arcana for me is always the spirit at, the universe at work for you, God at work for you. And generally it always comes about when you've done, the minor arcana work on yourself. The minor arcana is you physically in the world, and the major arcana, I don't know if everybody reads it like that, but for me is how the universe helps you, how the universe guides you, what the universe does for you, because it's always in partnership. So for some of you, that you're still in this ending stage, but you can see why things are ending. They might still be painful. They might still bring up memories with this 6 of Cups, but you understand it. You understand it. You can see how it's going to bring balance into your life. You can see how it's necessary. For some of you, the endings have already happened, and the balance of the universe bringing you things to feel the the gaps of what has left is now at play. Your dreams are starting to come to fruition. And you're going to love what's coming. You are going to love what's coming. You have the Six of Cups, and the card says children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. And I feel in your reading, pole number 4, the Six of Cups here today is to say, and maybe a childhood dream is coming true. Maybe something that your inner child believed in. And now that you're an adult, obviously it's not going to be the same thing. You know, we dreamed of being a fairy. That's not to say in your adult life you're going to become a fairy, but it's that inner child believed in the magic of being a fairy, believed in the possibility of being a fairy. You know what that means. So using that analogy, now you're not going to become a fairy. Well, you might. Who knows? We've got to believe in the magic, don't we, pole number 4? But it's believing in what does the image of a fairy bring? Like, how do you embrace that energy? So it's not, you know, as children we picture the thing and we want to become the thing. Whereas as an adult we embrace that energy. You know, so you're seeing the magic. You're seeing the possibility. You're seeing everything that you can achieve. And I feel that this dream that you've been following, this dream that you, with the Six of Cups here, it's kind of telling me that it's a dream you've had for a long time. And over that time you've probably tweaked it and changed it, and it's probably evolved and moved, and so it's probably different to how it originally was. But it's that seed that you planted so long ago that has really grown into something that you can actually manifest in your life right now. And with this Justice card, you so are worthy of this. You so deserve this. You have done the hard stuff, or again, like I said earlier, you know, everybody's in the different stages. You've done the hard part, or you are still doing the hard part, but it's coming. Or for some of you, it's here right now, pole number 4. Spirit is saying, your dream, it's going to manifest. And stay grounded and slow down, because this is going to be exciting. It's going to, even for those of you that are still relatively new, you're still following or trying to follow that dream, you're going to see something this week that almost gives you concrete confirmation with the grounding card, like real grounded information that you're on the right path, and suddenly you're going to want to skip steps, or you're going to want to race forward. Turtle Spirit is saying don't. Slow and steady, methodical. Remember your follow dreams card, your 85 becomes a 4. That's planning. That's taking the steps. That's organizing, concentration. You know, it's the commitment to your dreams. Oh, such a beautiful reading, pole number 4. Wishing you all the magic in the world. Take care, my friends. Love and light. See you next time. Bye-bye.